Hello. Today we're going to do something a little different, and I know I promised you guys that I'll have my bestie on with me. This is Carol. She has been part of my life since I was like 15 years old, and
She's old enough.
yes, I am old. She refuses to admit that she also is OLD. Today we're together and we are in a really good mood, and we're absolutely the most ridiculous two people that you'll probably ever meet when we're together. Love to have a good time, make a lot of funny comments and joke around, and when we're out in public, people absolutely adore us. So
This is true.
it is true. It's very true. Today, we decided that we wanted to talk a little bit about a comparison between how we see how things have changed in the world, and for us, our observations of the world around us from, like, say, 1985 when we graduated high school to 2025. So the first thing I want to say is that I remember when we were growing up, we would spend a lot of time at concerts. Everybody loved rock and roll. Everybody's car had kicking stereo. There was car stereo places that were like Haney Stereo, and there are all these places that could sell you these huge boom boxes that you had installed in your car. And I mean, you thought today's stuff would thump. No, we had it on lock back in the day.
It's the real McCoy.
Exactly. When you hear ZZ Top, at full decibel, this is nothing can compare to that.
Zeppelin.
I mean, yeah, we had a good time, and I don't see a lot of kids going to concerts. I see videos, maybe on the news about a rapper or whoever is coming in concert, and they'll show pictures with the crowd. But it just doesn't seem like, going to see Bob Seger, or going to see Tom Petty, or going to see Zeppelin, AC/DC, partying, rocking.
Joe Cocker.
Oh man, drinking in the parking lot, partying, doing stuff.
Because kids are so absorbed with these phones and these devices, it's really, I mean, honestly, what are they really, I don't know what they're learning. I don't. They're all in the schools. Everybody has a phone, a laptop, There's no more, you've got to put the first foot forward and go to the library and obtain your information. It's just right there.
But it's bare minimum.
It's scary, is what it is.
There's no more human interaction.
There's no more socialization. I mean,
not this past summer, but the summer before that, I went to college for a little while, and I took Spanish. I did really well, and I loved going. And I'm an outgoing person. My personality is out there, right? I love to communicate and talk to people and interact. Well, I'm telling you, I'm walking through the campus, and you don't see anything but the kids looking down at their phones. I mean, there was no looking up. I force them. I see somebody walking down, they got their backpack and they're all into their phone. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You having a good day? I force people to
run into me.
To interact with me. You know what I mean?
Then they hit this brick wall and go, whoa! But the first thing when they get up is they say, where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Where's my phone? They don't even care. The friend in front of them has fallen and they hurt themselves, but the first thing they have to do is open the app and film it. The reaction is not, oh my God, my friend, let me put my phone down and help you. It's, oh shit, I gotta post this.
Yeah.
Call 911 in just a minute. Just a minute. I gotta share this on something.
I mean, really, even even people at our age, well, at her age, they have their moments. Like on the way here, we witnessed a car on fire.
Yeah.
What did they do? Pulled off the camera. In
Well,
traffic.
the light was red. In our defense, the light was red. Everybody had stopped. And the car was over to the left. It was on my side, so I had a really good view of it. It was only 3 lanes away. So you could feel the heat. So I did. I put my window down. I pushed play. Be good. And then, but and the first thing we thought was, that's just another day in the hood.
Yep.
And that is. It's kind of like going nose blind to smells in your house. Remember those commercials? You see something so often, it's just like it's normal, regular, everyday stuff. Drive down the road, you see flaming vehicle, and you're like, that's normal,
right?
And you keep going. It's just kind of ridiculous to me. But another thing I wanted to talk about is working. I'm gonna go off on some younger people, and if I say something that you think might offend the youngsters, please.
Oh, I will.
Y'all don't know how to work at all. I'm gonna explain to you what the word job means. It means you get up whatever time allows you to get yourself clean, and your mouth especially, because no one wants to smell that, okay? On time, aware.
And on time means 15 minutes before your on time is supposed to be.
Thank you. On time, that's exactly what that means. And then,
smart.
I'll tell you what, they can't sell that. So you got to show up, okay, and you got to be aware of what your job is. Like, you can't just clock in and then just stand there and think that your job is to just show up
or sit on your phone
in the bathroom.
But some people do it right out boldly.
Exactly, but it's not just show up, you have a job now, you show up and you get a paycheck. No, there's actually stuff that you have to do there, And in the job that I do, unfortunately, requires me to work with a few people that are in their 20s, in their early 20s, and it really, boy, twist my nips and you want to know the truth, okay? Some days, my boss would say so, I want to bring a handful of bullets to work and just throw them at them because I can't shoot them, okay? But I can throw these Anyway, so you show up, you don't do anything that you're supposed to do. You half-ass what you are supposed to do. If you're supposed to put 10 things on the shelf, you put 9 things kind of on the shelf and say fuck it to the 10th thing. Or if you're supposed to check dates on things, not too much important to the younger folks.
Rotate stock. So you're not serving bad food.
They don't care. No, they don't putting love into something is important to me when you do any job. If you put love into it, if you put your heart into it, if you do it with care and precision and your full attention, it means something. But I can't do what I do if I got my phone here and I'm trying to do something. It would never be right. It would never be right.
Not to mention, you work with a lot of hot food. A lot of burning hot stuff.
Yes.
That they really need to be, paying
Very
attention.
Sharp knives. Very sharp. Oh, here's a little story. Okay, and this guy, now the main people that we work with are older. We're all from the same neighborhood, so we're all pushing 60, let's say. One of us is over 60. He's 1961 actually. But we all know how to work until the young ones show up, and then all of us as a group lose our freaking mind because it throws us off having to stop and watch these morons. What the fuck are you doing? You know, and they're like, mind your own business, old person. And you want to hit them. You do. But you love your job, so you want to keep it. But, boy, the movie that plays in your head where you just take that pan and smash their freaking brains all over the wall. Oh, God, it's heaven. But you keep it in.
That's how you really feel.
You keep it in. You do. You keep it in. And you do your job. But I just, as a society, when I look around at, like, when we went to go look to buy a new car, it's not the same. These people are, the guys that we were dealing with in their 30s, they had no clue. They didn't know how to hold a conversation. There was no common, like, point of interest. When we grew up, we could be thrown, our parents would throw us into a situation where there's 15 kids we never met. And we made it work. We interacted, we joined the group, we did whatever, we played the game, we did whatever. Try this shit today. Tell me what you think would happen.
I don't think it would happen. I think it would be chaos. People don't know, people just don't know how to behave anymore.
Communicate as a group. You put a group of people together now, they all sit in a circle. Here we're here to get together. Even family, a reunion. Here's a reunion. You pan the room and everybody's on their phone. There's a DJ. Everybody's on their phone. You know? There's tons of food.
Your car's on fire in the parking lot, but you're still on your phone.
How many times, even today, we're driving, we went out to eat. The person in front of us is on their phone. The light has turned green, and this young dude is scrolling, you know? I mean, come on. And it's against the law here.
It is against the law here.
So, I think society is a lot different from when we were young, and not in a good way.
I mean, we went a lot of places, and we walked until we had a vehicle, you know, and that's what we did.
We kept change in our pocket to call on the cell phone, or to call on the
payphone
if we needed a ride home.
But y'all don't know what a payphone is, do you?
Or a phone book, how to read it.
Or a phone book, yeah, that's a good one, a phone book. Yeah. Or how about the computer that we started off on?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, it was crazy. You had to wait to dial up.
Yeah. It was nuts.
You guys have it made. You just constantly abuse it, constantly.
But I think some of it has to get blamed on the parents because
Absolutely.
They use it for a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like our parents used the TV for a babysitter. Remember, go watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch cartoons. And we did.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still not stupid. You know? And cartoons didn't make us, you know, roll boulders at people or
cartoons were
shoot people.
Funny, right? There were no guns except for...
I mean, it was cartoons. Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, him.
But, that, you know, I don't know. Everybody wants to blame something on somebody. The only person I think that you should ever be blaming is your damn self. But that's just how I think.
Just remember, when you're pointing one, there's three back at you.
Oh, who used to say that? Bill Clinton? Anyway. Yeah, like in 1985, I believe Bill Clinton was was the president.
And if we're wrong, please correct us.
There was the first time I voted. I was 18. It was the first time I got to vote. I voted for him. And then what did he do, you guys? You remember that? He did all that stuff with Monica
He
Lewinsky.
did everything that JFK and after did. He just got caught.
They all did it.
He got caught.
That's
Big
true.
dummy.
It is true. Let's see. What else should we talk about, Carol?
Oh, there's so many topics to pick.
I don't know.
But
News of the day?
who in the fuck is Elon Musk?
Dude, he came from Africa, South Africa. He's a South African dude who I think his mom is Canadian, so he has like South African citizenship and Canadian citizenship.
Well, and obviously
Something.
United States citizenship because he's at the White House.
Well, he came. I don't know if he has. I don't think he does. He's an immigrant. I don't know if he has his citizenship, to be totally honest. But yeah, he's not. He doesn't know our government. He doesn't know our Constitution. He doesn't know our history. He knows nothing.
I don't care about any of that. He's made one damn ugly car.
Oh yeah, that car is.
That is
atrocious.
ugly.
It's atrocious. I mean, when they design a car, they get this clay block. And it's like they threw that clay block on the frickin' thing in front of Elon, and he went, "Oh, stop right there. That's perfect. Headlights, taillights, wheels, let's go."
It looks like that.
It's horrible.
Looks like a big.
It's ugly.
And they start at, well, let me just say, they start on the White House property at $35,000.
Trump is the ultimate car salesman, and the used car salesman at that. I've always said that he reminded me of Carnival Barker, and today he proved it when he... Now look, the story is that because of all the tariffs, and because Trump is such a freaking moron and doesn't know that tariffs are paid for by the consumer, and completely oblivious to that, put all these tariffs in place. So now all these other countries, like Germany and Canada and Mexico and France, and all these people who sell Elon Musk's whatever those cars are.
Vespa?
I don't know about a Vespa. But
Vespa? Is that what it is?
It's a Y-type. There are all these weird letters that he has for his cars. But because all these countries...
He called it a Vessi. Mr. Trump.
Vessi?
Yeah, he jacked it up when he was saying his goodbyes on the property.
Oh, God.
He even screwed up the name.
Yeah, whatever. He's a screw-up, so... Whatever. Touche, dude. No, you're good. But they stopped selling. Like in Germany and stuff, they rounded up all the Tesla cars.
Tesla, that's it.
They won't sell them. They're banned in their country. So he's lost now because of his idiotic thoughts on these tariffs and pushing Trump to do it. Has cost himself billions of dollars. Okay, he's losing money like crazy. The stocks are plummeting. It's tragic for him. Okay, boo. So he went to Big Daddy Trump and said, "I'm losing money. Can you help me?" And Big Daddy Trump went, "Yeah, let's go out on the White House lawn
and have a big old yard sale.
and we'll show those cars for you." And he did. He had a list of these Elon ugly cars that he's asking the American people to buy. He wants to shut down and take your jobs away from the VA and literally half of the employed people at the Department of Education, half of them fired him today. But he wants to make sure his billionaire buddy doesn't lose any more money. And that's so helpful. He just loves his billionaire buddy.
What's his name, Robin Hood?
Reverse Robin Hood.
Reverse Robin Hood.
Because he said that Social Security is a Ponzi scheme.
He's a Ponzi.
For 70 years. Fucking, this guy has no idea. Exactly, Carol, you're right. His whole deal is a Ponzi scheme.
Oh, but wait a minute. We were going to really touch on this. Okay. I don't know who was doing what, but what is it with
oh, man!
FK?
Robert Kennedy Jr.
What? What?
For real.
I must digress.
I mean, we're going to have to do something about the measles. Everybody needs to get measles. Measles are going to broaden our immunity. I'm like, no, dude. He thinks that herd immunity, he doesn't know what it is. Okay? The guy who was on heroin for 16 years and tells willingly that everyone he meets that he has a brain worm. He's in there living, eating, moving around, building condos and shit. He runs Health and Human Services for the United States of America.
Huh? Again, I say, what?
Make America healthy again. That's what he said. So he said that vaccinations could and probably contribute to autism in kids, regardless of the many, and did I say many? Trials and tests that have proven that vaccinations, that MMR vaccine does not, in fact, cause autism. But he still wants to tell people the lie that if you vaccinate your kids, you could make them autistic. He still wants to tell that lie. He thinks that it should be up to you to decide if you want to vaccinate your kid. But I'm old school. She's old school. We both got the same little
vaccination mark from that dreadful booster.
Which actually...
No, Mommy, no!
Eliminated down to zero.
Mm-hmm.
To zero. Measles, mumps, and
rubella.
And then we started with this anti-vax bullshit. And do you know that we've had more instances of polio, okay, and now measles, that we've had, I think the last measles outbreak, or the last measles case, a solitary case that happened, I think was like 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but I think it was only 10 years ago. But these things were almost totally eliminated. And now because some schmo, wants to tell lies, here we are.
And most of it, they said, as I was watching it, they said that it's by air travel, airplane. Canada, right now, currently, has over 140 measles cases.
It's a lot closer than Texas and New Mexico, people.
I mean, why? Why does it have to travel at all?
Because people want to be right. I'm right. Vaccinations are wrong. I'm right. Yeah. Lady, I'm right. Is that you talking or the worm? I want to know.
Oh my gosh.
Fiery minds want to know.
Make it stop.
I wish I could. I wish. And you know what? Let me get something to drink because I got something to say. I really do. I gotta wet my whistle. economy.
But
We drink Pepsi products around here, people. None of that anti-American Coke bullshit. Alright, so here's what I think. Call me crazy, but I right
Crazy.
now I think I wanna announce my candidacy for president 2028.
I'll be your VP.
I think I want to start a new political party.
And I reckon I already got my job, what is it called?
VP?
No, not the job, but the write-up of what the job is, the job duties, to do nothing and harm everyone. I can do that. Do nothing and harm everyone. I can do that. All right.
You stopped having that ability after menopause.
She's got menopause, not me.
Okay. But yeah, I'm going to run for president. I think I should. I think it would benefit the nation, and I think we should start a new political party. The party of women. I think men have been in party power for far too long, and I think since we're half the population, if we got our shit together, we could actually run this.
More than half the population. Aren't women more than half?
Run this bitch. No, it's actually they are 51%. That's why they're so willing to hump robots, because there's not enough of us to go around. So yeah, I think we should start our own political party of women. Just
You never know what you see in
28.
2028.
Yeah, it's hard. You don't want to say how 4 years of this chaos that's coming. But no, do you remember it? When he was Trump president the first time?
Mm-hmm.
And every day was just...
Oh, yeah, it was in the news.
And then he would go golfing. And then he would be golfing. I'm here to light this fire and blow this shit up. Gotta go. 18 holes await. You know? And not just here. He would get on his plane and go fly to Scotland and Ireland. And all your taxpayer money that the middle class pays, none of the rich people pay taxes, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he did all that. Nothing. He did a lot of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's about to do more.
A lot of racism back ever in full bloom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Never seen people be so mean and look.
Go. I'm going to ask, I say this all the time, do your own homework. I want you to go back and find in history. Google it if you have to, people. I'm not going to even hate anyone. But
just in case for you, they're not millennials. We're millennials. They're Gen X. No, we're Gen X. They're millennials, right?
Yeah, because
after
2000.
us. Yeah. Okay.
But see, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Damn it! I did it on purpose.
See what happens when you get old? Anyway, Trump is just, he's totally, I don't know, changed the way that people process information, you know? I mean, and I gotta say, a lot of old people voted for him. A lot of old people. And that's because we were raised watching Fox News, Fox TV. There was only fucking 3 channels, people. 4 channels. We had Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 7, Channel 50, Channel 56, and Channel 62. That was it. And it went off at midnight, and it was just the ant races. Just a white, silvery screen. Just nothing.
Yep.
And before that happened, they would play the national anthem.
Yeah.
This ends the broadcast day.
Yeah.
And then they play the national anthem, and then you went to fucking bed.
And TV was done.
And that was it. And then you got up in the morning on Saturday, you got your bowl of fucking cereal, and you sat your ass in front of the TV, and you watched Bugs Bunny, and all that cool shit. And now, my grandkids come over, and, we make breakfast in the morning. We all hang out, and then they want to watch YouTube videos. They don't have any interest in outside life. Want to go outside and play baseball? Want to go to the park? But hopefully, in the near future, our generation will change up, and the new kids on the block will step up and make things normal again.
Our grandchildren.
Because
and that's who I worry about more than anybody.
Yeah.
Is our little people of the future.
Yeah, because
I'm afraid for all of them.
It doesn't seem like much of a future to look forward to right now. Like I said before, I couldn't remember what I was going to talk about the rich people. Rich people, if the rich people paid their fair share of taxes, federal taxes, and their state taxes, we wouldn't have to worry about Social Security going under or not being able to facilitate the people who are retiring now, or even the ones in the future. They say that the solvency for Social Security would be 2075. That would be the last, that it wouldn't be a viable program. After that, it would financially be unable to subsist. But if the rich people paid their fair share of taxes, I mean, even the people who aren't billionaires, the people who make $175,000 a year paid their fair share taxes. If the people that even made $1 million a year paid their fair share of taxes, it would lift the burden off of so many people who struggle paycheck to paycheck.
It sounds like doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's hard.
Isn't that hard to swallow?
It is. And even when Biden was president, they would say things like, we're trying to make the economy better. We're trying to bring jobs, and he did. He created more jobs than just about any president we've had. But it would be, oh shoot, I lost my train. Just pick up the slack here.
I don't know what the point is that you're making.
Well,
we're talking about jobs. Even Biden.
Yeah,
got more.
Biden had more jobs, and created them, but to backslide it and take away all the jobs now. Look at Trump. Within 30 days of his administration, he lost and took away all the jobs that were created prior. So if we finally have a generation that can stand up and say, look, we need to go back to real democracy and where working class people aren't suffering, And what my point was that even during the Biden administration, when people were, getting more jobs, it was people couldn't handle a $400 emergency. Most Americans could not handle a $400 emergency. If a car broke down, an appliance went out, I don't have money to replace my dryer or my refrigerator. Like, you're going through that right now. Sure. How do you do it? When you feel really like you're fighting a losing battle, and you're only trying to get a refrigerator, or you're only trying to put food on the table for your kids, or make sure that their school lunch programs don't get cut. Or that your kid with autism or developmentally disabled children can't get the bus to pick them up, or they can't get their medicine anymore because the prices now, Trump wants to raise the prices back up. Biden had the price for insulin down to $35. Trump doesn't care. He wants to skyrocket them again. And it's sick. Because that piece of paper that dollar that this it's made of the same
Nothing.
is more valuable than you.
Mm-hmm.
Than your health, your future, your home, your happiness, your peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But if those billionaires, boy, if they lose $1, look at, like we just said, he lost $400 billion because other countries stopped selling his stupid Tesla.
And one country
And he lost his mind.
told him to come and get this shit.
Come pick it up.
Get it out of my country.
I'm crying. So Trump went on the fiance. Trump went on national TV on the White House lawn to sell cars because that's his true calling, people. He is a used car salesman. So, anyway, this was like our first time out together. Me and Carol did
In a
our
while.
video. So we wanted to make the video and
Say hello, you foxy people.
if you like us, we'll be back.
Like us, share us, subscribe.
Subscribe, and leave some comments.
Please do.
We'll try to figure out how to read them.
I know how.
And
I've got the technology.
okay, all right. Well, let's see. We're at 36 minutes. I think that's probably about as long as the attention span is gonna last for everybody.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and
Do something good for yourself.
we'll be back. Yeah, do something good for you. All right.
Toodles.
Okay. Peace out.
Peace out.